Holy smokes, this thing basically got my DNA test. I don't know what I was expecting, but I don't think I was expecting it to. I don't know. I feel a little shook by this. I think this is why I was never allowed to play with a Ouija board or a magic 8 ball. Mom, if you're watching, I'm sorry. Hi, I'm Danielle Romero, and thank you for hanging out with me on my channel where we talk about American identity and family stories. And some videos I've done, I've covered different DNA tests I've taken as I've tried to piece together my family's story, which includes immigrants, it includes people who were enslaved and brought over, people who are indigenous to the Americas. And I'm really proud of all the different ancestors that made it so I could be here with you today. And so I wanted to try something a little fun. So I've done the 23andMe test, I've done MyHeritage, I've done Ancestry. And I have to say, believe it or not, MyHeritage was the most accurate test that I have taken compared to my paper trail. And so what I wanted to do today was upload some pictures to ChatGPT, which is AI, and see if it could look at the pictures and make its best guess at my ethnic breakdown and compare that to the test. So this is kind of a silly little thing, a little fun thing. And I actually got the paid version of ChatGPT for this. There's a couple different versions out there. I paid for the best one for this video. I think it's called 4.0 or 4.0 or something, just so we could get the best results. So I thought it would be fun first to do a little reminder about what my breakdown was on MyHeritage, and then upload some pictures to ChatGPT and see what the heck it tells me. This could get really weird, but it just seems really fun. I don't know. So let's go over to MyHeritage and then we'll jump over to ChatGPT. And if you would like to connect with me off of YouTube, I would love to have you join me over on my Patreon. It's a place where I upload some behind the scenes stuff. Sometimes I upload full videos. There's no ads over there. And if you're a paid partner, you can message me and we can chat. And that has been really fun to get to know some of you guys and girls. So let's go over to MyHeritage and then see what ChatGPT thinks about me. Okay, so I've got my ChatGPT tab open and I want to show you my MyHeritage situation. I think they're going to be doing an update, but I haven't gotten an update yet. So MyHeritage, let's just go to ethnicity estimate here. And I did a whole video talking about this more deeply. I can link to that, but I just want to show you quickly. So they're saying I'm going to have a new improved ethnicity. So we'll see what's improved. So I was about 30% Irish, which matches my family story. They're having me about 30% Italian and then mixing Greek and Southern Italian 20%. North European 3%. About 7-8% Native American, 7% Nigerian, 1% North African. So that's kind of, all tossed in there, and about 3% Middle Eastern. So let's go over to ChatGPT. And one of the things that I've heard about ChatGPT is that sometimes, and this is really freaky, but sometimes you have to like coax it to do something. So I don't know what that's going to look like. So let's hop over there and I'm going to tell it what I want and then upload some pictures from the past couple weeks and see what that says. Okay. I'm gonna try to make it look normal while I'm typing. It's really stressful to type when people can see that you're typing like this. I would like if you could analyze some photos of me and give me your best guess at my ethnic breakdown and ancestry. Please include percent. Okay. It says it can't analyze photos, but I know that it can. I'm going to upload from the computer. I have some pictures ready. I have a bunch, some of them just my hair, some straight on, different seasons. All right. Here are my photos. Please analyze for the request. Thanks. I don't know. I know I shouldn't say thanks. It's not a person, but it's just like, I can't help it. Okay, so this one didn't go through. I don't know what picture that was. So This means it's thinking. I cannot analyze photos directly. Can you give a best guess? So weird. If I were to make a guess based solely on the appearance shown in photos without any prior knowledge of your background, here's what I might estimate. Mediterranean, Italian, Southern European, 40 to 60%. That is like basically spot on. Warm olive toned skin, dark curly hair suggests a strong influence from Mediterranean regions, possibly Southern Italy, Greece, or Spain. That is, I think, almost my exact percentage breakdown. Now, again, these percentages change. We can't hang our hat on them, but it's kind of fun to mess around like this. Indigenous American. Your facial features and bone structure may hint at Indigenous American ancestry, possibly Latin America or North America. I do have Indigenous ancestry, not 23%, at least according to the MyHeritage test. It had me at like 8%. African, 10 to 20%. The texture of your hair and some aspects of your facial structure could suggest African ancestry, likely mixed with other influences. Again, that's closer. I mean, it's not as high as 20%, but that's closer to what my test said. Western European, Irish, French, or Spanish. Spanish, not Western European. But I definitely have that much Irish. This is a very rough guess, as visual traits can be influenced by a variety of genetic factors and may not reflect specific percentages accurately. Genetic testing would give you a more precise breakdown. That is pretty shocking. That's very, very good. What do you think about that? I have to I don't know if it kept saying it couldn't do it, so I wasn't really expecting. So I'm kind of shocked. When I was a kid, I wasn't allowed to use Ouija boards or magic 8 balls. This almost feels like that, and I kind of feel like I'm going to get in trouble. Mediterranean, Southern European. Okay, so it's kind of just expanding on that. The Greek, Arab, North African influence in Italy. Okay, so it's not. Your appearance reflects a blend of multiple ancestries, which is common in people with a multicultural background. The combination of Mediterranean, Indigenous, African, and Western European traits create a unique and diverse look. Thanks, ChatGPT. Characteristic of regions where ethnic groups have intersected historically. That is so insane. If this aligns with your family history or piques your interest, a genetic test could provide more precise data on the proportions and specific origins of your ancestry. Holy smokes, this thing basically got my DNA test. I don't know what I was expecting, but I don't think I was expecting it to. I don't know. I feel a little shook by this. I think this is why I was never allowed to play with a Ouija board or a magic 8 ball. Mom, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I'm kind of blown away by this. Would you try this? Let me know if you would do this. This is just completely outrageous to me. How similar. I mean, it doesn't have the exact percentages, but it's so close. And I mean, again, my maternal side from Louisiana, that is the characteristic of regions where different ethnic groups have intersected for a long time. This is crazy. This was way more accurate than I expected, and I don't know how I feel about that. I know a lot of you are going to say, you just gave it all this information about you, and now the government has it, and I can assure you that the government already has this. So, I'm already out here. I'm on YouTube. I'm telling my family story. I'm out here. So I wanted to see what would happen. Let me know what you think about this. And if you'd like to watch the video where I talked about my MyHeritage DNA test, I'll leave a link to that below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys later. I'm going to play around with this a little bit more.